Okay, let's delve into this conversation to uncover strategies from Mr. Andrew himself, teacher and peer educator. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
We're happy to have you here.
I'm happy as well.
Let's begin with your introduction. Maybe let us know where you're teaching at. If you can give a shout out to your students and some of the the students that you've been giving peer education to, and other peer counselors maybe.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Richard. My name is Andrew Nyango. I am a teacher. I teach at Father Skefa High School in Homa Bay County. Apart from that, well, I teach English and literature. Yeah, and apart from that, I'm also a peer educator. Recently, before I left the university, I was a very active member of Kenyatta University Family Welfare and Counseling Project, where I served also as a secretary until when I was leaving. Yeah, so I also took the practice outside the school and involved myself in various mentorship programs across the country. Yeah, especially within the locality. I come from Migori County, so around my home, I involve myself in a lot of mentorship programs where we advise the young people on how to cope up with the current challenges of the contemporary society.
All right.
Yeah.
As a teacher and a mentor, now as students now within Kenyatta University even are approaching graduation, what do you encourage, or what aspects of personal growth can you encourage them to reflect on as they approach graduation?
Well, personally, I can say I have a long story. Yeah, my campus story is very long, and I share it with other students as well. We are also graduating on the 15th of this month from this very university. Well, we joined here back in 2019, and I remember just after joining, even before we knew, we were familiar with the corners of this university. You know how huge KU is. Now, before we were very familiar with even our lecture halls, then there came a strike. Yeah, the strike was organized by the then student leader called Mr. Aika. Yeah,
it was a huge one.
Stand
still on Thika Road.
Stand still on Thika Road. Do you remember?
Yes, I was there.
Covered across the country. I remember very well. Now, you see, as a freshman, you don't know where to go to. You can't even locate the main gate, and then you're somewhere back behind the Nyayo or along the Nyayo zone. You now want to make your way to the main gate to escape. Yeah, it was very traumatizing actually.
Fresh in campus,
fresh in campus. Yeah, it was around after 1 or 2 months after joining. Right. Then there came that strike. Okay. Yeah, it really caught us unaware, and we were not ready for that eventuality. Yeah, so we really had to think beyond and work swiftly. Yeah, like myself, I remember carrying, I carried a bag, something like a bag with my documents. I left everything behind and ran, just crossed Thika Road that way. Yeah, I even did not bother using the flyover. Yeah, I crossed Thika Road, jumped over the other side and took a matatu to town. Yeah, from town now I located my way to a relative. Yes.
Must have been scary.
It was very scary.
Yeah, tear gas was flying all over. I remember I was right in the midst of that that event with, as Mr. Aika was moving around collecting a group of students.
Yeah, I was also asking myself, is this what I'm expecting? Is this how it's going to be? What a mess have I found myself in?
You just got into campus, tear gas.
Yeah. Was I working hard to come and find this kind of life? It was so traumatizing and devastating.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, also, an eventuality that came in, COVID-19.
Oh my. Just immediately after the strike, there came COVID-19. What a monster. It was so traumatizing. Very horrible. Yeah. I remember I went somewhere behind Safari Park at IYF headquarters when COVID-19 was first announced in Kenya. Yeah, and then when I came back to school, it took me around 3 or 4 days or 1 week. Then the government announced that there will be no more physical learning until further notice. Yeah, we had to vacate.
Right.
Yeah, after
and now you
notice.
moved to a new sort of learning environment, which was hybrid, online and also physical.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, after my relocating to our homes, the school, the institution resolved into online learning, a hybrid of online and physical learning. So we were doing most of our studies online and then coming back for the exams physically. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe for the second cards physically, but a good part of it was done online. Yes, I remember very well.
Okay. How did all these experiences shape shape you as you were journeying towards graduation?
Well, at first, it was very challenging because some of these experiences were fast to be underwent in Kenya. Something like COVID-19. In fact, globally, I don't think there has ever been an experience like that. That
at
made
least not in our
everything,
lifetime.
not in our lifetime. That brought everything to a standstill. You remember during COVID, everything was at a standstill, even matatu operations. Almost everything. Yeah, so it was very, very challenging, and we had to think swiftly in order to cope up. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what advice do you give to students in terms of now going through these experiences as they approach graduation? Do this also build them up for post-graduation? Coping, adapting, moving swiftly. How do this all play to the post-graduation life?
Yes, Mr. Richard, actually, once after we left the university for the online learning, I had a different perspective of the life outside there. And that is when I started making my way of what I will do immediately after campus, after my undergraduate studies. Yeah, whatever I expected, how I expected life to be was a little bit different. Then I started asking myself, if now it is this way and I'm still getting most of my support from my parents, how will it be after my graduation? When they will most likely drop me. They may not tell me, but most likely they will drop me off. Yeah. How will life be? So I started working on one or two and then thinking, strategizing on future. What should I need to do? What should I start doing now so that my future can at least be brightened? Yeah. Okay. That is when I also started volunteering with these organizations. I volunteered with IYF. I also volunteer up to date with Pathfinder International, where we also deal with this mentorship and we train people on reproductive health, etc. Okay.
Yeah. As now some of these students within Kenyatta University and other institutions around the country are preparing for a graduation period this season in December, what advice then do you give to students, given from your experience, you are also thinking of how your life will be post-graduation? How do you set realistic and achievable goals for after graduation?
Now, Richard, they say safari ya kesho kwanza leo. Yeah. Those who are expecting to graduate or those who are still with their exams, I know there are exams ongoing around campus. Now, how your life will be tomorrow, you have to start making it today. That is what I did, if I'm not wrong. I started thinking about my future during those days, immediately after COVID. Yeah, and started making some networks which I can say that are still helpful to me. Yeah. So what I would advise them to do is that start as early as now. Start making your networks. Yeah. Involved in these curriculum activities for those who are still within campus. Yeah. Do not just come to campus to study. Actually, having that degree, almost everyone has the degree now. If you check KU alone, yesterday when I came to pick my gown from School of Education, I was surprised when we were told that School of Education alone is producing over 2,500 graduates. That is School of Education alone.
That's a lot of teachers.
Remember, KU has a lot of very many faculties. Yeah. So if you sum up, more than 10,000. I remember there was July graduation.
Right.
July graduation coming
next year.
December graduation as well.
That's
that
for just
KU
one school.
alone.
Right.
We have UN, JQuat, among others. So the country is producing very many graduates. Yeah, very many graduates. But now look at the jobs being produced. Very minimal. In fact, they are not there. So you have just to strategize and think in an extraordinary way. Yeah, you just have to go beyond what people are doing. Stand out from the crowd. Be unique, and you'll find your space.
Right. The shift in friendship after fourth year is a common experience. Can you elaborate on the dynamics of change and how does this shift of friendship impact your social circles?
Well, actually, this one starts after attachment. Most attachments do occur during the third year of our study or your study. Now, after this time, you'll realize that some of your older friends are getting away. There's a distance being created. Yeah, you get new friends, but very few of them. You shed more than you gain. Yeah, so after third year, it starts happening after fourth year now. During fourth year, some people come to school only when they have classes. Yeah, maybe once in a week, twice in a week, thrice in a week, and they leave. So even that interaction time is not there.
It's minimal now.
Now, if this is time, if this happens while they're still on campus, now can you imagine how it will be after you're done with your last exams after 4th year?
Won't be worse.
The bond becomes weaker and weaker, you know. Yeah. And your friends distances themselves as you also do it. This process is somehow natural because you find that even getting that credit of keeping in touch, you know, when you're still around, you use free Wi-Fi at home is everywhere. But now when you're outside there, even getting that 20 bob for credit is not easy.
It's a struggle.
Yeah, so when someone tells you, can you call me, you just say, what does he want to tell me? Does he or she want to tell me? If it's not important, you'll just ignore it or get an excuse. I'm busy, yet you're not busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Family responsibilities, we called them black tax earlier. These are some of those intense expectations right after graduation. How do you manage this, and how can you advise others to who are in a similar situation to navigate?
Well, that's a very great, a very big challenge as well. And you know, Richard, sometimes life do not serve us with what we expect. And in fact, an exact opposite might be exacted on us.
Right.
Yeah.
Expectation versus reality.
Versus reality, exactly. Irony of life. Now, while still studying, we plan how we are going to finish our exams after 4th year, get jobs immediately. I sometimes think that I was dreaming. Maybe I needed to wake up from that slumber.
Okay, what were your dreams like?
Well, I expected to immediately after my last exams, go out there, get a job. And some of the things that propelled this dream into me were the fact that I had been promised jobs, job opportunities by my family members, some relatives. Yeah.
Really, Uncle CV or Nairobi.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle CV. Yeah, they used to tell me that wewe maliza, uniambie. Yes. So with that statement, we'll just conclude that there's a space for me after I'm done. So I was working towards it. Every now and then I just say, I have somewhere to go to.
For me.
And even when we were conversing with my friends, at least sometimes I could brag and say, for me, I have someone who I'm sure will not let me down. Immediately I'm out of here, he will lead me to another stage of life. Mini sorted. So in fact, I even used to advise them on how they can navigate, how they can sort themselves. Now that
to be like you.
I'm well. Yeah. But no, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, immediately after the exams, I started calling them one by one, telling them, so and so, I'm not done with my exams. I'm free. Can you now start working on how you can get me somewhere? Yeah, then it's fine. I'll look on it.
Right.
Some are still looking on it up to date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also remember I was invited for an interview. Some made steps and even had me put in an interview chamber. And then after that, the message I received was that I did not have a degree certificate and therefore I was disqualified.
Okay.
Yeah.
So reality differed a lot.
It differed a lot from my expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does someone manage such a situation?
Well, you need to have a backup plan. You should not put all your eggs in one tray. You should just have, if this one fails, where will I go to? Yeah, I was privileged that my family involves itself in some business. So after looking for jobs everywhere and then a lot of rejections, and sometimes they require unrealistic job experience. Maybe I refer to it as unrealistic due to my current situation. Yeah, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years or even after graduation, it will be realistic. Right now, for instance, a teacher, if you want to teach in any school, the first thing, TSC number. Yeah. After the advertisement, down there they will note somewhere, must be TSC compliant or must be registered by Teacher Service Commission, something like that. So you know, when you see such, you get demoralized because you just know that you may not make it, though luck may fall on your right.
Yes.
You might just try and then find yourself one.
Yes,
one
but you can't bank on just luck, right?
Yeah. And remember, during this time, you'll make a lot of applications. Today, just printing one CV, it's very expensive, almost 50 bob.
And you're still looking for that 50.
You're looking for that 50 bob. And then transport fare from one destination to another, from one place to another, going for interviews, of which most of them did not materialize for my case. So I felt heartbroken and then demotivated. So I resolved to working back in my family business.
That's how you coped with rejection?
That is how I coped with it. I just said, I'm done with the job thing. Yes, let me wait until I graduate. Maybe there's something packed for me after graduation. That is how I motivated myself. Then I just proceeded with that until I said earlier that I also volunteer with Pathfinder. So once in a while, Pathfinder hires me or invites me in their events. I go and talk to peers, or they also send me on errands. Maybe go and attend a conference. Last one being a conference I attended at Diani. Organized by RNHK. It was 6th annual reproductive health network on adolescents or something like that. That one was the last conference I attended. Apart from that, I've also been doing 1 or 2 activities on mentorship. So those ones have kept me busy, coupled with the family business which I also engage in. They have already really kept me busy. So I'm not that idle and don't feel frustrated because I didn't get a job. Yes.
Disillusionment, which is sometimes that our reality doesn't align with our expectations. And I like how you've mentioned exploring different avenues which are beyond your field of study. How important was skill diversification and exploration of that nature?
Well, someone said that until we see or until we experience the negative sides of darkness, we will not appreciate light. Yes. After undergoing all these challenges, I now started seeing that it is good to venture into other avenues. Personally, I had always wanted to be a teacher or get a well-paying job, not just being a teacher, get a well-paying job. That is what I started looking after here and here, everywhere. But no, it did not work out. So I had to look at other avenues. I did not train to be a peer counselor or a peer mentor. Well, I did not come to the university to study that. But now that what I came to study could not offer me a job, what next? Should I sit there and watch? Should I sit there and keep lamenting on social media that degree si muhimu, university studies is not helping anymore?
Education is a scam.
Education is a scam. Should I proceed with such slogans? No, I had to venture into other avenues. And that is where the volunteer comes in or came in. Yes, I started volunteering and at least it shaped my life. Yes. Even in the job market, I think I can now handle well the job market. Even the job I was recently handling, the volunteer experience I gained was very impactful to me during that time. So,
acknowledging the dynamic world, you've emphasized here in your story the role of technology. How did you adapt these changes and incorporate technology within your endeavors?
Well, I count myself privileged to have come after the first 2 presentations. Because I was really learning a lot. Actually, I was watching behind the scenes.
Nice.
Yes, and they were very great presentations. Especially the one touching, all of them were touching on technology. There was one on AI. There was one. There are a lot of jobs outside here that we can, the youths or the graduates can work or can do online. It does not necessarily mean that I have to go and sit down in an office, rotate myself in a chair,
like this
put
one.
Like that one, exactly. Put my coat, in that seat. It does not need. It must not be like that. There are other avenues. There are these online jobs we can do. Some are, of course, some are scams, but there are some that are genuine. Just do your research. They are there. You can do them. So I also came to notice that technology is very important in our lives today. And if you check, Kenya is technologically advanced. Even if you check in Africa, Kenya is somewhere technologically. So for you to succeed well, you need some skills in technology.
Okay.
Yeah, today even in most of these job advertisements, they will say maybe IT what expert or IT has some knowledge in IT, something like that. Yeah, so we need these skills. Yeah, I think they are very. And then we also have we can also as well use social media to market ourselves. Someone mentioned about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is so awesome and very good. Yeah, if well used, you can market yourself there, and then most likely you might end up landing a good job through LinkedIn.
That's also a part of networking, which is often emphasized in career growth. So how did you approach networking yourself in this journey?
Now, well, networking in terms of success, networking forms a very key role. It's very pivotal in this journey. Yeah. If you're, while still an undergraduate, you can start your networks. Yeah. As early as that time. Personally, I started it as early as that time. Yeah, there are a lot of avenues that you can network. Yeah, especially through these attending these seminars, conferences. Some are even free. Look at
even
BSS,
workshops within KU.
Workshops. Look at BSSC Room 14. That is just an example. Room 14 has an event almost on a daily basis.
Right.
They usually don't charge students.
It's free to attend.
Yeah, it's free to attend. You just go there, learn, and then after that, you have a neighbor you start with, you have the speakers, you can exchange contacts. After that, the network grows. Yeah, the network grows. And then even in these other curriculum activities, like personally I was a peer counselor. Peer counseling took me far. Yeah, it took me far. It took me places. Even in KU, I traveled a lot with this peer counseling thing. Yeah, so you just identify what you can do, and then you use it to reach your next step. Yeah, networking is very important, and you should start it as early as possible. And it does not involve bothering people to give you a job, fix me somewhere, I don't know what. No, you just have to. You must have something to present on the table. Okay. What are you bringing on the table?
So just networking.
Yeah, not just networking. Niko na namba ya Richard. Najua atanifix KUTV. It's not really possible. What are you bringing on board? What are you bringing on board? You must have something unique, something that is extraordinary. Yeah, like even if you check, the country now is like a massive crowd with a lot of graduates. For you to stand out from the crowd, you need to do something extraordinary. Yeah, you need to think critically and creatively. Yeah, by doing something that is different from what others are doing. Yeah, through networking, you will get these instincts and insights on what you can do. Someone will even open up your mind. Even through status views, you will see someone has put maybe something, and then you are interested. Utamuuliza, how do I go about this? I need to take this, I need to adventure into this. Now, can you guide me? Most people will definitely guide you appropriately. Okay. Yeah, so networking is very key in this journey to success. Right. And just to mention again, even whatever I'm doing, the school I mentioned, I teach art, I was connected by a friend. Yeah,
that's the network. There goes the network.
Yeah, Mr. Clinton, I guess he's watching. Okay. Mr. Clinton, he connected me there. So, in fact, I just received a call. Hello, is this Mr. Andrew? Yes. I'm so-and-so calling from Father Skefa High School. We are in urgent need of a teacher of English and literature. Please, can you come? And how soon can it be?
That's how your networks get to mention your name when opportunities are coming up. Yeah.
And I was like, how did you get my number? Of course, I cannot ask the person that. Yeah, then now later I was now told that. I referred you to a certain job. Did you get it? Oh, it was you. Nice. Thank you very much, bro. Right. Thank you very much.
It's not necessarily that Andrew is teaching here at Anifixu.
At Anifixu.
Utamention jina yangu mahali.
Mahali ingine. In fact, he did not even mention me where he is teaching. He mentioned me elsewhere. Somewhere else.
Okay.
Yes.
Stress is a part of this journey and maintaining a focus. How do you manage to maintain a focus on your goals in the midst of all these unexpected outcomes?
Well, this whole journey is very stressful, as you said. Yeah, it is very, very stressful. Now, regardless of the stress, we just have to keep our eye on the target. Yeah, we must not lose the star. Yeah. Personally, I have my expectations or my plans immediately after graduation. I intend to proceed to masters and later on venture into other things. Yeah, my long-term goal is always to be a lecturer. in a university.
Nice.
And definitely I will be. Yeah, Mahatma Gandhi said that for what you say, you will be.
You will be.
Yes, I have always been saying that and working on it. Not just saying it, but also working on it.
Nice.
Yes, I will be. Yeah, so
that's how you maintain your focus.
That's why I maintain my focus. Even if I also do other things, this one has always been there. Yes, I have written it somewhere. Anytime I open that page, I see it live every now and then. So and we should not lose our focus. Yes, because the current frustrations might make us feel demotivated, demoralized. Like I told you that after the strike, I started asking myself, is this how life is going to be
for the next 4 years?
Next 4 years.
Yeah.
But trust me, that it did not go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only strike that took place during my time of study.
Funny that COVID is what helped us not to have more strikes.
Oh yeah, of course. In fact, were there no COVID, I think there could have been more strikes.
Yeah, way after. Anyway, now you mentioned here that everyone has their distinct time for success, and this is a conversation I've also had with a couple of people here at KUTV. How did you overcome, or how do you overcome unworthy comparisons and embrace your own unique journey towards success?
Well, thank you for that question. Now, you see, there's this tendency, I don't know whether it's natural or it's just a mentality. There's this tendency that we compare ourselves with our colleagues.
Yeah.
We say that, we were with John recently in class. Now look, John is driving. John has flown abroad. John has done this and that. Now, I think, despite the fact that it tends to be natural, because it's unavoidable. Like you just find yourself saying that.
It's hard not to compare. I mean, if I was with you in Kilimambogo hostel, tunakula mess pamoja, and then you graduate and your life is a bit better than mine, and I know I've been working hard, it's kind of hard not to compare myself with you. How do I not do that?
Yeah, so we just have to try to keep off these comparisons. And even if we have, because sometimes it's good to compare yourself so that at least you adjust. Maybe you had relaxed a little bit. Now, when you compare yourself, you just say that this person, we're just a teacher. The other day, we graduated with him. He is a teacher. I'm also a teacher. Look, he has bought this parcel of land. He is now driving. He's doing this and that. You can also get something new, or you can borrow something from these comparisons. But sometimes it also frustrates and even lead to a lot of stress. Yeah, now that your friends are doing well, but now you are still behind. But now you should also count yourself lucky, because if you check in the list of your friends and acquaintances, you realize that you are somewhere. You are not at the back end, and maybe you're not at the front end.
But you're still on your own unique channel.
Still on your own unique channel. Yeah, they say that God's time is the best. Yeah, but we just also have to work towards this God's time. We can wait and wait and wait until we die waiting for God's time. We just have to tujitume.
Niko na swali hapa, ni someone who's about to graduate. Let me just pull it up real quick. This is, they already graduated from JKUAT last week, and they're asking disparities in family support. How do you cope with these differences, and how do you support yourself during this phase? If I've just graduated, no job yet, and you're saying focus on your target, stay calm, be patient. How do I support myself?
Well, the experience is a little bit personal on each and every person, and diverse. How I will manage it or go through it is totally different with you and another person, depending on how our background is. Yeah, we understand that most of us come from families that are below poverty line. Yeah, sorry to use that term, but that is the truth of the matter.
That's true.
Yeah, but there's another cohort that is above the poverty line. They can manage themselves. The family can support them. You know, I cannot compare myself with the the family of Kenyatas. Those people, the hard work of Kenyatta himself will be enjoyed even with them.
1,000 years.
1,000 years. The great grandchildren will still be enjoying those hard works of Jomo Kenyatta, leave alone the ones for Uhuru. And then we still have Mugo Kenyatta, among others. So kila mtu akona venye atakopa up nayo. Yes, because even during campus, some of us was supported maybe during the admission time only. And then after that, you are left on your own. The parents thought that, and this fallacy, I don't know whether to call it a fallacy or a stereotype, that help or the government funding can keep you in campus and then pay your fee. It's really impossible. So some of our parents had that in mind, deeply rooted in their mind, and they never supported us even throughout. That is for some of us, and then some of us also were supported until when we finished our last exams. Now what?
Now you are dropped.
Now we are dropped, and that is where most of us are. Yeah, we were supported during our 4-year course, and now that we are approaching graduation, we are dropped. Yeah, and then now some people have even started engaging themselves in those family duties and responsibilities. Some of them were, some of them are even supposed to be done by the parents, but now maybe you are the only one. Wewe ndio tegemeo, something like that. Yeah. Tulikufunza ukujisaidia wengine. Yeah, family responsibilities being devolved onto you. Yeah. Educate your younger siblings. And imagine you have not even graduated.
I love that you said devolved. Yeah. It's a devolution. You're given your own county, family.
Yeah. So and so is on your docket. Work on it. Make sure he or she lacks nothing. Yeah. Something like that. You know, it's very challenging, and you are still jobless that time. Yeah. It's very stressful.
Very tough.
Yeah. While others are very lucky, they're still being supported and will be supported even until they get their jobs.
Yeah. So what I'm getting there is still stick with your own journey.
Just stick with your own journey. Everyone has his or her distinct time, placed or organized by God Himself. You should never rush too much. Yeah. Utajiumiza at long last. Yeah. You will feel worn out, and then you start to thinking about suicide and among others.
Right.
And even sometimes you see these families, things are very funny. Things happening outside are very funny. Sometimes you even start being added in these contribution groups. Yeah, so and we lost so. We resolved that everyone to pay 500 shillings or 1,000. Now I'm trying to imagine where will I get 1,000 now.
But now you've graduated, so they think you already have the money.
They think I have money. Yeah. Okay. Not putting into in mind that I'm not employed yet, or I'm still jobless. Yeah, they want me to contribute this, and to make matters worse, it's even compulsory and not optional. You know, when you're still a student, like you can be added in those groups, and then you just leave. No one will question you. After all, you're a student. When you're a graduate, you're an adult. They expect something. If it's 500, maybe 400. The least they can expect from is 400. But they want that 500, and they want it. Yeah, it's not optional, you know. So it's very tricky. Just stay to your lane. Yeah, people here are from different backgrounds. Whatever someone experiences might be totally different from what you experience. Kila mtu akona story yake.
Okay. Andrew, now as we try and wrap up this conversation, let's get to know you're graduating as well, 15th December?
Yeah.
Okay. Please let us know in which we already said you're a teacher of English and literature, but just once more, what are you graduating in, and in which department within KU?
Well, I'm graduating with bachelor's degree in education arts, English and literature. Yeah, I started falling in love with English all the way from primary, so I couldn't imagine choosing something.
So this is something English that you wanted to do.
This is something that is in me.
Nice. Must be good to be within your passion.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah, that is why I want to escalate, climb the ladder high, so that I be a lecturer.
Yes.
Yeah,
and mentor more.
And mentor more people.
Okay.
Yes.
Are there a few classmates, people here and there you'd like to congratulate? First of all, so congratulations to you.
Thank you very
much.
much.
And to all the other graduates within Kenyatta University.
Thank you very
Congratulations,
much.
Andrew. It's a long journey, that one.
Sure.
Would you like to congratulate anyone?
Well, I have a very big team that I would like to mention. Maybe just mention a few. My first person is John Obuya. He has been a friend. just immediately when we joined, we've moved along with him through all those challenges. Tumekuwa tukisaidiana through revisions. Yeah, we go to the lecture halls together. Among other things, we even stay together through the 4 years.
Nice.
So congratulations, John. And when you come, he is not within Nairobi. When you come to Nairobi, I'll be glad to meet you again. Now, I also have Miss Vena Okode. She's around the campus doing some, I guess, she plans to start her master's come next year, January. Congratulations as well, Yvonne Adhiambo, Lewinsky, Tony Ochere, and also the immediate former KUSA chair, Mr. Teddy Odhiambo, and also Valerie Banisha, all of you people, Lilian Olela, feel loved, and congratulations all of you. It has not been easy, and now that we are here, let us just wait and celebrate together.
Right.
Yeah.
Sir Onyango,
yes,
thank you very much for your story. A journey which is a testament of resilience, adaptability, and just forging forward, the power of forging forward in the midst of all these challenges.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Once more.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all those Kenyatta University graduates who will be getting out of this campus on 15th of December. I will be there to propel the happenings of the day, the ceremony, the graduation ceremony happening within Kenyatta University. So this is going to be a familiar face for you on the 15th. Congratulations. Let me take this break. I'll be right back to see what you guys have been saying on social media. Biashara Tuesday is still here, and we are just about to close up, so don't go far.